not one for coincidences, but let's just see if y'all catch the drift, man. I'm not trying to convince y'all anything. Let's have a dope conversation. Let's get into the video. Smash that like button. 15,000 likes. Let's get it.
Named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation misheard the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw two women fighting, two men break up the fight, one man grabbed the other one's arm, gunshots came from the passenger side. The passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Ms. Pete, did not shoot at Ms. Pete, or did not assault Ms. Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case.
After over 2 years in prison without incident, Tory was stabbed 14 times just days after a major national news outlet reached out to Megan Pete's team, Kelsey Harris, and former DA George Gascon about a story on new evidence in this case. You don't have to believe in conspiracies to see the pattern. When evidence was about to come to light, Tory was nearly killed. So let's stop pretending this is complicated. Let's stop treating this like some cultural war flashpoint. This is about a man, a father, a son, Daystar Peterson, who has sat in a prison cell for over a year based on a case that wouldn't pass the smell test in any honest courtroom. The prison system can no longer guarantee his safety, and that alone should be grounds for immediate action. But combine that with the overwhelming evidence of a botched investigation, and this becomes not just a legal issue, but a morale emergency. Tory Lanez deserves a new trial. He deserves due process. He deserves a pardon. And if justice still matters in America, he deserves to go home. So what now? What do we do now? We're all here today. We are calling on Governor Gavin Newsom, the California Attorney General, and the public at large to act. If you believe in due process, sign the petition now on the Caldwell Institute page that Gianna Caldwell mentioned at change.org. Let your voice be counted. Let the system know that we see what's happening and we won't stay silent. We can't be a nation that claims to value justice but looks the other way when a man is buried beneath the weight of political motivated prosecution. Dr. King said again, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. This is that threat in modern day time. This is that moment. Daystar Peterson deserves to go home today. And we, the people, have a duty to bring him home. Thank you.
Professionally known as Tory Lanez. And after reviewing the evidence, the reporting, and the legal analysis, I've come to the conclusion that Tory Lanez was railroaded by the former district attorney, George Gascon. He was also wrongly convicted. I believe if Jesus Christ was Tory Lanez's attorney, George Gascon would do whatever in his power to ensure that Tory Lanez lost that case. Tory Lanez's defense team have alleged the withholding of exculpatory evidence, prosecutorial misconduct, among other issues that I was compelled to write an opinion piece for the New York Post. It is true that last week, the New York Post editors reached out to 3 parties, one being George Gascon, Megan Pete's team, and Kelsey Harris. It is also true that Megan's team was the only ones that responded back for that request for comment. I had some glaring questions, and that was the reason for this op-ed. Things didn't make any sense to me, many issues in this case, and I was shocked by the lack of interest from the media to ask very simple questions. There were multiple people with gunshot residue on their hands that night. Why didn't all individuals have the residue tested, their DNA tested on the weapon? That's a legitimate question. According to the prosecution, Tory was excluded from the clip of the gun, and according to Tory's defense team, they said DNA analysis showed that there was a 0.01% chance that Tory touched the actual gun itself. Another piece that stood out to me, the call that the prosecution alleged Tory made confessing to a crime. I listened to that call. I'm sure many of you have as well. I didn't hear a confession. But what really shocked me about it is if my best friend was shot maliciously by someone just 2 to 3 hours before, I wouldn't have answered the call, or if I did, I wouldn't calmly have a conversation with the individual of it. And certainly, I would ask, why did you shoot my friend? And more importantly, I would never have given you my current location out of fear of you finishing the job. That was something that stood out to me. I also, in my op-ed, discussed Kelsey Harris pleading the Fifth Amendment. She wasn't accused of anything by Megan Pete or the police, and to my knowledge, she wasn't under any investigation. So why plead the Fifth?
Mayor of the day goes to whoever trying to take Tory out because you guys are going through some extreme measures. Are you shitting me? Kelsey's bodyguard alleges she pulled the trigger. So not Tory, not Meg, some random shorty security guard, got scared, started shooting shit, hit Meg in the leg, and she ain't say nothing till after he got stabbed almost to death? Oh, nah, there's some more to this story. The guy who tried to kill Tory Lanez, this Mephistophelian character. Now, he's already serving life in prison. So what beef could he possibly have with Tory? At 7:20 a.m. So no argument, no nothing. This sounded like a hit where he got paid. Somebody put it on his books, his family books. He said, I need you to kill this nigga. And guess what? He ain't died. 7 wounds to his back at 7:20 in the morning. He jumped him from behind. Pause, no diddy. 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of the fucking noggin, and 1 to the left side of his face. He was supposed to die, and he didn't. And then all of a sudden, shit starts to come out. Security guard said she was trying to keep Kelsey safe. I'm like, who is this nigga? And believe me, I looked up Kelsey Harris. She's not very fucking important. I don't know why she's trying to keep her safe. Security guard, you the one that fired off. We should be trying to keep innocent people out of fucking jail and then almost getting murdered by stabs. Really think about this. He ain't have no beef, no fights, no nothing until right as all this shit was about to come out. He got on Aiden Ross' little stream. He said, nah, bro, you should see the DNA on the gun has me at 0%. I didn't even touch that motherfucker. And they got me in prison saying I shot at her because the judge said, well, that doesn't really matter. Who the fuck are the judges in our judicial system right now? What you mean the DNA on the gun don't matter? Well, he fired this bitch off with witchcraft? Wingardium Leviosa? Fuck. Nah, that's not how that shit works. This ain't no fucking movie. This is by far the most important part, though. Why would he do this? What would be the point? And at 7:20 in the morning, that means he went to bed, he laid out his shank, getting ready to stab this nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Woke up like, oh yeah, it's time for that. And he knew where bro was at. This was a setup. Now, who was setting this shit up? Some say Roc Nation. Some say other people. I don't know. If they doing all this, I want them coming at my door, because clearly they're going for death. Margin of error, you guessed it. But Tory, special black breed, he survived this shit. I don't know how. Me, stabbed 14 times, I be looking up a guy like, take me to the upper room. Especially, I know I ain't do it. But he's like, nah, I got more shit to release. I got hits to release. And motherfuckers need to know the truth. I ain't shoot Meg for nothing. Now I believe you. Free Tory. That's what I'm saying for the rest of the motherfucking day. This 1000% starting my villain arc if I'm Tory. I'm getting out of prison and starting to rap, and I'm coming for all you motherfuckers that I even had a hint or thought that you had to do with it. Oh yeah, you catching this motherfucking dish. Watch this shit. Bro was releasing shit from prison. That's when he get out. Some of y'all better pack your shit up and leave the country because niggas trying to set my boy up for murder.
I told all y'all close to a year ago, well, even prior to, Tory didn't shoot that girl. I told y'all, Tory did not shoot that girl. All y'all that was pro this, pro that, now y'all gotta pay attention to the bigger play. Y'all heard the lady. See, I didn't know nothing about the security guard coming forward, telling the truth. I knew that the DNA came back 100% not him. And they kept it from him doing trial and they used the other one. They said it could be, maybe it can't be. It was 3 tests. 2 of them came back 100% not him after the fact. I told y'all Tory didn't shoot that girl. Then the day after, they go submit the new evidence of the security guard saying he witnessed who pulled the trigger. Tory get hit 14 times. I told y'all Monday, I said somebody sent that at him. I talked to him too much. His spirit, his soul, his attitude. I'm listening to people come to his door when he's on his little iPad talking to me. Everybody helping, every 10 out of 10 people. Hey, Tory, you think yeah, I'm gonna make that call. Hey, Tory, thanks, bro, that happened for me. I'm hearing it. You're not gonna get me to believe he just done jumped up. He knows his appeal date is coming up. And now he tripping. He ain't side with no Crips, with no Bloods. He went in there being Tory Lanez, tending to his business, found a way to help the people on the yard that could never get no help. Nah, man, y'all gotta pay this some attention. That lady, she got a point. A day after we submit, after they submit, that we got the security guard saying he witnessed who fired the gun. We got this dude right here ain't nothing about this dude talking about this other bozo talking about Tory disrespected dude's wife on a visit. Man, get the fuck out of here. That ain't even Tory character. That dude, that social media dude, everybody need to unfollow and block dude. You in violation. You a Northano telling us what a Sudanio did with a brother, with a non-affiliate brother. Come on, bro. Who paid you to do that? Who paid you to do that? Free Tory. Bro, be home. That which couldn't kill him only made him stronger. Stay tuned.
In the LAPD's office, tell me how there's no fingerprints. My God Almighty, I call heaven and earth to be a record today. The Roc Nation, you will crumble. I am the apostle of God, and you will know who I am.
That's right. Say that.
$1 for the NFTs, right? I sold these shits to my fans for $1. People came, some people bought 20, some people bought 5, some people bought 60. It doesn't matter how much you bought. It was only $1. You spent $60, you bought 60. I need y'all to understand, one of those copies right now is going for 50,000, 60,000, 60,000. Yo, my nigga, and these are sold. They're sold. Go look at the list right now and see how small the sellers list is getting. Y'all don't understand what the fuck is going on? Y'all don't understand I just cracked the fucking industry? Y'all don't understand I just cracked this shit? I just cracked this whole shit. It's cracked. It's over. I cracked the whole shit. It's over. It's over. No more middleman. All y'all artists out there, fuck your label. Fuck the nigga that's telling you, yo, you gotta wait for this day on Spotify and on this. Fuck that. Nigga, it's over. Y'all gonna get paid, and your fans gonna get paid, and they gonna keep coming to you. Why? Because y'all making money together. This the digital trap house. Welcome, niggas. You're fucking welcome. We here. We here. You understand why I'm going so crazy? I can't believe I did this shit my fucking self. This may not make sense to niggas like y'all. Some of y'all niggas, it hasn't registered yet. It hasn't got there yet. It hasn't got there. Y'all niggas like, yo, why is he screaming? Come on. Understand. Look into it. Do your research, nigga. This is revolutionary, nigga. This is history in the fucking making. It's niggas right now. I think the lowest copy right now is going for 30,000. The lowest you can sell it for. Imagine a nigga who bought 5. Imagine a nigga who spent $5. Imagine a nigga who really spent $5, my nigga.
He can make 500,000 selling them bitches for 100,000 right now, and niggas are buying it. Nigga, have you niggas ever sold an album for 100,000?
Look, y'all, we gotta talk about that, man. It's been what has happened notoriously to famous people that they get to a certain level in the music industry and they want that independence. They tired of being sucked of all their damn resources, and they're the talent, but they're not getting really paid for it, man. We've seen the same story over and over and over and over and over again, right? But then when you try to break loose, i.e. Michael Jackson, he owns a certain percentage of something and he's about to, you know, I won't say too much. But at the end of the day, you see what happened to him. You see his play out over and over and over again. Guess who else was supporting Tory Lanez while he was locked up? Chris Brown. Chris Brown gets arrested for some shit he did. Like, bruh, it's everything is just not a coincidence, man. Guess who else did a song with Tory Lanez while Tory Lanez is locked up? DDG.
I'm not gonna have no baby mama, bro. Whoever I have a kid with, she's with me for life. It ain't. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody.
It all starts like that.
Exactly how you think, nigga.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Sometimes the kid break y'all up. Sometimes the kid be the reason y'all break up.
How the kid gonna break me?
Nah, the kid gonna break you up because her emotions gonna get the rising. She might feel like she got something to hold against you, so she gonna be acting different. She might be using the kid to boss you around, you know, to keep tabs on you. And then that might cause you to be so stressed out, like, damn, bitch, she like, no, this, that, you know?
Do it really matter? Do it really matter?
Nah, females are, they petty, you know?
Yes. I know it's all girls is
yeah, they all like that. That's not just one or two, all of them are petty. So the second y'all get into y'all little situation, y'all little Twitter beef, and then the kid, it's like, oh, shit.
I can't handle baby mama, bro.
Yeah.
She had a baby by me.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to do that, man.
Bro, I feel like when I have a kid, the whole world gonna stop.
Yeah, your whole world gonna stop.
Think so?
Sure. Yeah, you gonna be this way you thinking right now, you gonna be like, fuck that shit. When you ready to leave, you gonna be ready to leave. Then you gonna be like, fuck this. Fuck. You got a kid? Yeah. Oh, so you know, this she gonna become more of a being than a girlfriend.
Oh shit. Damn. The whole relationship you had with her.
Right?
Y'all nigga be the coolest nigga till y'all have a kid, man. That's something different. Her ass might change.
Because she my baby mama, she feel like she can talk to me crazy.
But how long y'all
treat me crazy?
When y'all
Has not been together for a long time. A long time. Before that post. We've been not really together. We probably was on and off for a little bit. That's it. But further than that, we has not been together. This is the only thing that can bother me is with my son. Yeah, no, I don't even bring her name up when I get on live. I get on live, I call her the mother of my child. I call her this and that, nothing but be respectful. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not finna sit here and get bullied behind closed doors over my son and I can't see him. Just not doing it, bro. But now I understand. Like I always said a little shit on the internet, like, oh, I don't see how dads can't be in they son life and this and that. It be the mom, bro. It don't even be the dads for real. Like the dads want to be there, but if the mom don't want you to be there, you can't be there. Like I was there the whole process, pulling his head out, everything. Like I should have just as much say so as possible. It's not cool, bro. I ain't finna get on here. The longer I stay on here, I get on here and just get.
Nah, I feel him though. Look, have you ever felt like that? And I think as when we were younger, you know, we seen the bad things in that person, but you know, everybody got a certain balance of good and bad, right? It's all about balance. But we ignored some of the signs because we like that person so much, we like their qualities so much that we ignored the things that were really, really, really bad, like deal breakers. And I feel like we were young at a certain time. A lot of us, when we had kids, it was like, all right, bet. she loves me or he loves me, and they'd never do that to me, right? Fast forward in time, oh, absolutely. Oh, they gonna do it to you, and worse, because they know you a little bit too, and they gonna try to do the things that'll get to you. And when they can't get to you, you already know what they will use. And this is me, men and female alike. I've seen it. I've been through it the past 10 years. I've had to move way to Arizona just to find mine. I can't get into too many details. I will do a paperwork party for y'all a little later, but my shit is way worse than most people's. But I stood on business, and if y'all do the right thing, stay in your state. This, bro, don't let them have you out here looking crazy, over here overreacting, arguing in public, and all this other stuff. Like, nah, bro. Communicate through our family wizard, something like that the court can see, that can't be erased, that because people can manipulate conversations and stuff. So protect yourselves. Sign up for our family wizard so that nobody can delete anything, say anything. Just have everything done through there because the courts can see it. Don't get out here tripping and shit, man. It's easy to get you hemmed up, but this order of protection play, I'm gonna get into that after.
So DDG's brother wants to come in and ask a crazy question. Do you think that my brother would hit a movie star? Yeah. Do we not know the stories of a whole bunch of movie stars that...
Yeah, that was some stupid shit to say. I ain't gonna lie.
Got abused? What are we talking? This is a crazy question. You don't put nothing past nobody. Like, what is the... So because she's a movie star, she not supposed to get... Like she got some type of super level of protection to where she wouldn't suffer at the hands of a man too? No. Women in all different areas, in all different fields, suffer from the hands of a man. What are you talking about? So yeah, we believe that DDG chipped her tooth, put her head against the steering wheel, and is a little bit off in the brain. Yes, we do believe that. This was a crazy question to ask. This don't make it sound or look any better, fam. I don't know what to tell you. So yes, to answer his question, yes, we do believe that this man put them paws on Halle. Point blank, period.
Not Chris Brown just got locked up because Roc Nation seen that he said free Tory. He posted that literally an hour ago and then got locked up. That's not a coincidence. And y'all know Tory just got set up in prison and stabbed like 47 times. And now his family is at the courthouse literally trying to tell the judge what's going on. And the whole time, the dang Roc Nation and their lawyers is trying to avoid them. On top of that, you got Halle over here suing DDG and trying to get a restraining order on DDG because Roc Nation can't sign DDG. They want to sign him, and DDG said he's not signing over his life. He's not signing over his soul. Literally, he told y'all that. And then on top of that, Deshae is hiding out in a dang hotel because he's scared because of what he said about Halle being a part of the Illuminati. Roc Nation, I don't know what's going on, but ever since that Diddy case came out and stuff is getting revealed more and more, like, I don't know if y'all know this.
Nigga, the Diddy used to tell me, nigga, she used to smack the shit out of him on the bed. He chilling, she smacked the shit out of him. Real shit. Bow, you sitting on in his bed. Bow. Like, real shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Real shit. Like, I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm just saying, bro. Like, he not gonna talk or whatever the fuck he wanna say. Whatever, bro. He can say whatever he wanna, or you're not gonna say. But I'm not gonna let people think that my dog is some fucking abuser or some shit, bro. Hell nah. Hell nah. I'm not gonna let no people think my dog an abuser or some shit, bro. Nigga is not no fucking abuser. This nigga do not be putting his hands on women or trying to do that type of shit, bro. Never. And if I didn't really believe in that shit, bro, or believe in my dog, I wouldn't even come on here and say anything. And this nigga is literally one of the most humblest, nicest people I've ever met, and I seen him literally through all times to the points where we have even dead ass talked to each other about what we're going through and all different type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't ever want my brother or anything to feel like feel like that the whole world is against him because of somebody that's either making, you know, lying, all this other shit and saying all these things that aren't true just to try to bash my brother because of he trying to be a great father. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that shit, bro. Like, and I don't care if niggas hate me. I don't care if bitches hate me, all that shit, but I don't give a fuck, bro. And you guys know I'm the last person to give a fuck now. So, and I told bro, like the same shit you told me, bro. I said, keep your head up. You can't make people who been waiting to not fuck with you, to make them fuck with you. They just looking for a reason not to fuck with you, and now she had done gave them a reason. You know, I'm always gonna speak well, speak high of my brother. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird how the timing of everything is. Personally, if you want to ask me, I think Halle's part of the Illuminati. Real shit. You ask me. If you ask me about real shit, so I'm just saying all this shit, bro. Like, that's just not cool, bro. Real shit. And that's what I'm saying. DD didn't sell his soul, so now they're trying to get him. I don't care, bro.
Halle Bailey has got a restraining order against her ex, DDG. She alleges he was repeatedly violent with her and made her fear for herself and their 1-year-old son, and that there had been multiple acts of physical violence from DDG, whose full name is Darryl Dwayne Granbury Jr., since their split in October. Documents requesting the order say rapper and streamer Granbury has been and continues to be physically, verbally, emotionally, and financially abusive towards me, adding, I am seeking orders to protect myself and our son Halo from his ongoing abuse. She included photos of her tooth and bruises on her arm following an alleged incident in her filing. On Tuesday, a Los Angeles judge ordered Granbury to stay away from Halle and their son until a hearing in June. He was also instructed not to possess any weapons. BBC News has contacted Granbury for comment.
I have started my day. A good start off to the day so far. And I'm at a supercharger right now charging my car, but I have to go to the dentist and I haven't been in a really long time. And I'm just a little bit nervous, guys. Like, I've always been a little scared of the dentist, but I'm going for my regular cleaning and also because I chipped my tooth and I'm just a little nervous. It's been like, I know you're supposed to go like every 6 months, I think. It's been like a good, since before Halo. So I'm a little nervous and I just don't want my teeth to be too sensitive. So we're gonna see how this goes.
And remember when I had told y'all when DDG got online and he was talking about visitation and he's like, man, I can't see my kid if I don't ba or I don't ba. And I said, DDG, you want to go to court? And I think he had responded to that. He basically said, no, I don't want to do it. That's where you fucked up, brother. Because you not going to court. These chicks care about their public perception. She dropped the bomb on your ass. You know what she did? Yo, leak these motherfucking pictures, man. That nigga think he popping and streaming now like he don't need me. He moving on. He doing this, that, and third. Brands are reaching out to it. Man, drop that motherfucking bomb. They released this shit. Remember, they're saying that this is from January. Chat, it is May. She had this in the iCloud as probably under the folder that says, if that nigga ever try me. By the way, here's the thing too. DDG, that's because she probably thought you responded to the Brent Fire shit. So she's like, oh, you trying to play with me? You trying to play with me? I know you ain't trying to play with me, nigga. She said, I know you forgot that I had. This is why sometimes I also tell y'all, men, a lot of times we could clear the air on a lot of things with some of these women, but because of, you know, how public perception is, we got to just take our L. Just take our L. Even if we have a perfectly explainable side, you take the L. You know why? If they lose the PR battle, they get to claim an abuse. Your Fruit Jams in the chat. What up? They want. If she can't paint you as a deadbeat dad, which you're not, she can't paint you as an irresponsible dad, which you're not, she can't paint you as a nigga who ain't working with her in parency, which you are working with her. I'm going to warn you this because I see you defended her here. The next step is for her to say you were abusive. I want to be very clear.
I don't give a fuck if it's Halle Bailey or it was goddamn Mother Teresa. These women they all have a game plan and a script. Now, maybe she takes a high road and says, you know what, I'm not gonna continue to play this out on in social media. But the next thing she's gonna say to you, I guarantee, you were verbal abusive. Oh, you used to do this or whatever. That's what gets the people on her side. You see, when you're a man, you can't play the crowd like how the woman can play the crowd. You got to stand up to the consequences. And she just tried, yo, why is my baby dad doing that? And I don't approve of it. And nobody bit. Don't ever think, you have 18 years of this, my nigga. And unless you about to get back with her and go into whatever regime she wants you to get down with, her next attempt will not be as fluky. It won't be saying, oh, okay, he ain't bring the baby on, he brought the baby on the stream and I don't approve. It's going to be, this nigga has been mentally, verbally, trust me. Women like this don't stop. The only thing with this chick is that they look at her as a media darling. But trust me, she got the same tool set and the same bag of tricks. You've dodged this one, but you got to wait for the bigger one she about to do. Talk about how you used to verbally abuse her. You were mad aggressive. You trust.
It ain't all women. I don't stand by that one, but it's the narcissistic ones. It's the ones that have zero accountability and the ones that's willing to do this. You already know the labels for them. But at the same time, y'all check the play. Everything is just not a coincidence, man. It's just not a coincidence. That's all I got to say. But one thing I don't do, I'm not saying who did what prior to if I got to see evidence. I'm not saying that he didn't do something to her or they didn't get into a scuffle or anything. I don't know, y'all. But I can clearly say that I'm one of those people. Hopefully you are too. Let's see the evidence first. She says she has evidence because I've been in court too as well. And the other side said that they have evidence, but they had no evidence to back up what they were saying at all. You feel me? So you're just wasting our time and everything. So you got to go through the due process. And just because you got an order of protection or injunction against harassment against you, y'all, that doesn't mean that you're guilty, and the courts even knows that. So we got to educate ourselves on that. That doesn't mean that a person is guilty. You have a certain time period in which you can respond to that injunction against harassment or order of protection to fight it, and you can beat it. It's very easy. But if you got one of those people that's going to continue, like I had in the past, like, bruh, I got so much paper. It's just unbelievable the things that were said and done to try to keep me away, and just from being a parent. But you know, you got to steady the course, keep a calm head, and remind yourself, bro, you just here for your kid. That's it. So all of that talking shit, don't talk no more. Don't be around. Stay out the way. Go through the process. Don't prove these people right. That shit crazy. And
you don't have to read it. Okay.
I should wait. Over at the end, huh? Alright, bet. Well, wait, can you bring it upstairs at the end? Alright, bet.
You don't have to read it.
This morning, and I got a knock at my door. I'm talking about so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, bro, who knocking on my door at like 10 o'clock in the morning? Right? And I go to the door. I person, listen, like, yo, you rich? Like, yo, good. They're like, yo, this for you. Listen, I don't even fucking drink. And they sent me this bottle with a note attached. And the note said, what the fuck that note at? The note said, stay in your tradition. Stay in your tradition. So I'm like,
and I hate that every time I got something going good, it's always some type of drama, some type of something going on in my life. I've been doing really good. I've been keeping my head down, just working, waking up every day, working, dealing with this shit on the same breath. Nobody will really know. And she got this fucking golden image that I've also protected. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to keep doing that because I'm a real nigga. But this shit is foul, bro. Like, if I want to come get my son, I should be able to get my son. Plain and simple. The shit that's said to me is so, if niggas heard it, it's on some leave us alone type shit. I'm like, bro, like, now I can see if I, like, no nigga in the world can tell me that I'm a deadbeat or a bad dad. No nigga in the world can ever say that to me. If my son can talk, he'll tell you my pops is the realest nigga ever. This nigga fuck with me. I wish I can be around him more. I don't get the chance to, bro. It's not cool. Like, it's like, all right, like I have never took my son out of the state before. Never been able to. I don't have permission. Like, it's like I have a fucking second mom. Like, I gotta ask my second mom, hey, can I take my son? Can I take our son somewhere? But if she wanna get up and leave the country and leave the state, I get no say so whatsoever. I can't say one word. Because she tell me that she the primary parent. Like, it's like, bro, the shit not cool, bro.
Y'all wanna know what's crazy too? Look, the order of protection play, man. When you get one of those awarded against you, like for example, say for instance, I'm gonna give y'all a real life situation. Say for example, you had a custodial exchange, and your custodial exchange had both of y'all driving on each side 45 minutes to get to that location, to an hour to, you know, in between your house. That was like an even split between the both of you. Imagine you moving closer, right? Like 10-15 minutes away from that exchange to your already short weekend that you have your child, right? Now, say for instance, the other side finds out that you move closer, right? Now the other side asks you, can you you know, do another halfway point on your already short weekend with your child that you have to drive an hour, sometimes an hour and 30 to get to that location, so you shorten your distance just because of this, right? The other person then, for a plethora of different reasons too, goes and just tries to get you hit with orders of protection, start to act aggressive, attacking you. You fought mad protection orders, like 4 of them, and beat them because everything was unfounded, and you know the person is just making up stories and lying. These are real things. Initially, you would get, just from filing those things, most of the time they're going to give it to you. I can get one on my mama right now if I wanted to. I really can. I can get one on my next door neighbor if I wanted to, and just make up something and they will give it to you. But those people have allotted time to respond to that and actually fight it in court. Now that's when you have to bring the evidence. A lot of y'all think that you have to submit evidence to get a order of protection. That is not true. That's not true. It's just simply not true. All right. It's just not true, y'all. I've lived through this. It's not true. That doesn't mean that you're guilty. But if you go and fight it and you lose, then that's when it'll be awarded, and it'll be, you know, that's official. But sometimes also you can get caught up in the system, especially in family court. This is a family court plan, putting y'all on game right now. If a person gets a order of protection against you, they're going to then, because these are separate courts, they're then going to take that order of protection and use it in the family court for evidence against you to try to limit your time from your children, giving them more child support, and also, you know, it's a control mechanism to keep you from your child. So if you have 50-50, now they're gonna go in there and ask 50-50 custody. Now they're gonna go in there and ask, no, can we limit his time to supervised visitations because this person was found guilty of domestic violence? You might not even put your hands on that person, nothing, but they're gonna just say domestic violence. Now they're gonna get real nasty with their wording in the paperwork. This court stuff gets deep, it gets nasty, and I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna have a paperwork party for y'all, and I'm gonna show y'all just how nasty it can get. So now, for instance, say if DDG fights it, if he fight that order of protection and he loses, she is going to use that in the family court to get exactly what she wants. That's the play that was used until they have to go back in there. And on a temporary basis, they can make a temporary order where they give her sole custody, give her what she asked for on the basis of that too, y'all. Until they go back in there in family court and figure this thing out. Most likely, if it's founded that he's gonna probably get like every other weekend or something like that. That's what they usually do to you. Unless she can show compelling evidence of other things that's been going on. And that's what I would wait for. I will wait for the footage that she has from inside of her house. I will wait for the footage that he has, the paperwork that he has, their conversations and everything. All of that stuff matter. Everybody's just jumping out of here saying she's guilty, he's guilty. I'm waiting for the evidence. But I can tell y'all this, everything is just not a daggone coincidence. Because what's up with these females that's that they sicken at? It seems like they sicken them after these artists, man, to control them. DDG is cracking the algorithm too. He found a different way. He found YouTube. He started doing music. His music was doing very well. He collabed with a person that a certain record label that a certain person is signed to is exposing. And then these things happen to him. I can't ignore that, but we're going to keep going, though.
Being in a relationship slows you down.
No, I do, for sure. She cheated on me.
What?
On a break. On a break.
How long was the break?
Nah, that's cheating.
Like a month, 2 months.
That's cheating. I'm not going
But it was just the dude it was with that fucked me up.
Yeah, that hurt you more.
I never got over it. We got back together. And then I just started cheating on her. Because I couldn't get over it. I couldn't get over it. I'm like, I listened to this nigga music. I'm like, I couldn't get over it. You never that? I heard her listening to this girl's song. So I started messing with the girl's song she was listening to.
He said, let me do it back to you. Pay it back.
I seem nice online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be.
Clap back or sit back. I always have to choose clap back. I'm sorry. I'm a very kind person. But if somebody pokes at me or the people that I love, it's over for you. I'm an Aries. Sorry.
Never have I ever started drama with my boyfriend for no reason.
Put it down.
You know. I'm territorial. I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. Where you go, who are you with? That's me.
I am nosy, number one. Number two, I like drama. I just don't like drama in my life, but I love watching it in other people's. So, I love my baby so much. I need him with me in order to function, in order to be able to do the scenes and everything. So, he's been out here with me the majority of the time. But this week, and I go home on the weekends. But this week, I had a lighter week, and I'm going home tomorrow. So I got here last night, and I'm going home tomorrow. So I was like, let me try to test myself and see if I can be without him for a day and leave him, let him and his daddy have daddy and son time. And you guys, I miss him so much. But everybody knows Mo's the best daddy to have. But I miss him so much. Yesterday on the plane, I was crying, and I went to, you know, the little airport stores. I bought a teddy bear, and I was like clutching it to my chest. I bought a Build-A-Bear and a blanket, and I was clutching it to my chest, literally on the plane last night, crying to not feel like miserable without him. I love him so much, guys. I don't know how this is possible. Anyway.
I like negativity sometimes.
Do you really?
I do. I love it. Because you got to think, like, you watch Spider-Man, right? If it wasn't no Venom, if it wasn't a Green Goblin in it, if it wasn't no fight scenes, I mean, he just hanging out with, what's her name?
Oh,
Mary Jane.
If he just hanging out, going on dates with Mary Jane, bro, Spider-Man wouldn't be as big as it is. You need negativity, bro. Like that fuels people. Like, people love negativity. That's just what the world is, especially in this industry. Like, people want to see negativity. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like being the most loved is not good for business, in my opinion.
And I feel like I hear that, right? But at the same time, I feel like that's bullshit.
I like negativity sometimes. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm toxic.
Man, that shit look like, to me, like two kids that seen the signs in each other. Look, I've been through it before. That's why, look, don't be out here picking sides for people. And first of all, let's step back too, y'all. We gotta understand that we not in a relationship with these people, but we can see the play and what's going on in this shit, man. Like, I don't see how we can't see it. These are young people. They're allowed to make mistakes, man. They are allowed to make mistakes, but I don't condone any violent behavior towards each other, because myself, I've been a victim of being attacked, being abused for years, you know what I'm saying? And y'all think that this don't happen to men. It happens to men all the time. Nobody gives a damn when it happens to us, though, because we're supposed to be tough enough, strong enough to deal with that. And meanwhile, you're getting guns pointed at you. You're getting stabbed with objects and stuff, but we're supposed to be the big person that's supposed to just take everything. You know what I'm saying? But we have to look at these situations for what they are. And we have to see the facts, man. But what I can see is, man, we're dealing with two young people that both like toxic shit.
Trying to stay consistent, you know. I don't really have no plans or nothing. Just want to make sure I stay on my shit. Laptop, chill for a little bit. I know it's a lot of people that's trying to be nosy or something, but you might as well leave. That's what you're here for. I don't really know where to go with this live, to be honest. You know, it's just it's just a bunch of nosy people here that don't give a fuck about me. They just see what they can just be a nosy, so I just don't want to give nobody no satisfaction or nothing, you know.
And all of a sudden, DDG, brother, I know you can't mention Halle and your son because of the court order, but blink twice. And I'm a girl's girl, and I know y'all love The Little Mermaid, but I call bullshit. I call bullshit because I recognize a narcissistic spirit when I see a narcissistic spirit. Do you hear me? And I recognized it the first time when DDG had his baby on Kai Cenat's stream, and all of a sudden she went public talking about, I'll get him off the show, and like she was just doing the absolute most, like he was being a bad dad. Not only that, she was trying to paint a certain picture. Then she was saying that I'm going through postpartum depression. Like, it was just so many things, right? And it, to me, looked like a narcissistic rant. Not only that, she was trying to, like, paint him as some kind of villain. And she began to, like, pull this victim card. I noticed that immediately. But, you know what I'm talking about? Like, people go through their relationship problems, and even, like, co-parenting, it is, like, a thing to navigate through. But now that she's playing all this court stuff and trying to get sole custody of the baby, and she says that he chipped her tooth, and, you know, it's a mark on her. And I read the storylines behind it. One of the storylines is when they were exchanging him, her and him had got into it by whatever reason, and she didn't want the baby to go anymore. But that is his son, and he was already getting ready to go. But since she's mad, she's like, no, it doesn't go your way just because you want things to go your way. So she begins to get in his car, and she's wrestling him in his car. She's overstepping his boundaries. And imagine a woman putting her hands on you and overstepping you and getting in your car. And you know what I'm talking about? And you can't really do nothing about it. Not only they have an image to protect, so you're trying to protect it as well. Do you hear me? Both of you guys have a particular image to protect. I read that she stayed in the car all the way to the point that she made it to his mom's house with him just to tell them what exactly happened. Listen, one thing about it is you can't make a good dad not be a good dad. Right now, her intentions are to hurt him. Her intentions are to hurt him. It is absolutely to hurt him. And she's trying to discard him and say, this is my baby. I'm going to take it all. Since you don't want me or since we're not together, I'm taking the whole thing. And we're just going to find us a new man and a new family and a new... You cannot take his daddy away from him. That is his daddy that he looks like and he loves. She is asking for the impossible. She is asking for someone who genuinely enjoys being a dad to not be a dad no more. Look at that. She is on like a...
Just because a person got a restraining order against you does not mean that you are guilty of a crime or what even they say. So I seen it on the internet. A lot of people are saying that, oh, she has a restraining order on him. Don't you know how hard those are to get? Those are not hard to get at all. I can give one to you right now. I can give one to my mama right now and they award it to me. All I got to do is make up a few different stories and continue to say that you're harassing me and give an example. You don't have to prove anything prior to, but that person will have a allotted amount of time, right, to respond to your order of protection or injunction against harassment, and then it goes to court, and then both sides will have to present their case and evidence on why they should be awarded this or why it shouldn't be awarded, y'all. So just because you got one initially, like I said, anybody can get one. Then you will have to go fight. Then you will have to show your evidence. So that's not true. That's not true at all. I've been through it many times and beat them because they're just lies. It's just blatant lies. But at the same point, we're gonna see when this thing goes to actual court who's lying and who's not based on the evidence that they present, not how you feel about the case or who you felt did this, who you felt did this based off of a story. Anybody can make up a story, but we will have to see the proof. And I know I'm here to see the proof. I don't convict people of things they wouldn't is not proven to do. Like even with the Tory Lanez situation, they didn't present any evidence. They had DNA evidence that he didn't shoot anything. And right when they got new evidence, he get poked up. Something wrong. Y'all gotta understand too, see, the orders of protection is a play in family court. So, all right, if somebody gets awarded an order of protection against you, right? This is how they can use it against you. Y'all pay attention? Take notes. This is a play, well-known play. They try to get order protections on you. Order protections on you. They just keep coming. Just keep making up things, right? If one lands on you, they would then use that, because these are separate courts. They would use that to go to family court, and by default too, they most likely they're going to award that person what they're asking for, because now they're going to go there and they're going to say that you were convicted or you're guilty of committing domestic violence, even if you didn't do anything. And you know you didn't do anything. If they get one of them things to stick on you, if you fight it, or if you just sit there, and you don't request a hearing on it, they're gonna do that play. So you better off just trying to fight it, especially if you know you didn't do anything. But then if they get it, like I said, that's gonna be a play for them to use that as leverage in the family court, awarding them certain things, certain reliefs that they want. So you have to watch out for that. That's one of the plays to keep you away from your children. So the best thing you could do in these situations is communicate through online, like a court ordered website or app or something like Our Family Wizard, and communicate through there only, because the courts can see that, and they know you can't delete anything or take nothing away and hide that from them. It's already on there, right? So I mean, look, man, this is a sticky game out here. Y'all just gotta do the right things, man. Don't overreact to situations, and just keep your nose clean, man. Keep your head held high. And it's a process. It's real stressful, and you can't get through it, because I've been through it, and just doing the right things to get you what you want. And overall, man, it just makes things better for your child especially when the child is not being involved. You know, don't. You got to think to yourself, in the best interest factors, is this in the best interest of your child, not me or you or my feelings? What's in the best interest of the child? Now, if you're overreacting in front of your children and flipping out, doing this and that, you most likely you're gonna lose custody, or things are gonna happen. You know, you might go to jail, depending on how severe the issues are. But I gotta pay attention to the plays, man. Like, now we gotta talk about DDG. Let me summarize this thing. Tory Lanez was cracking the algorithm. Y'all seen what happened to him, right? You've seen it with other artists too. We already named some, but let's go to this current situation. Chris Brown, you see him say free Tory. He's arrested, right? What a coincidence. Then on top of that, another person, DDG, did a song with Tory Lanez while he's locked up. Tory Lanez, the song goes off. Y'all gotta go listen to it. I don't care how you feel about the situation. I'm not telling you how to feel. You feel me? Listen to the song, see what he's saying. Wouldn't you be afraid of him getting out and making like real songs based on the evidence and stuff like this? It seemed like to me, I think he gonna get out. I think he gonna get out. But at the end of the day, I would be terrified for him to get out. That nigga is very talented, and he gonna come out telling the truth now. Lord. And then just think about another correlation. I was thinking about like, damn, they're all the females in these situations is tied to a certain place. Y'all know how they speak about the black nobility and how they behind the scenes and they control things. Just think about it. Are they pulling the strings behind there to keep these people from not cracking the algorithm? Do you see DDG's play? He came up from YouTube. He found a different way to make it, be more independent. His music is doing very well. He collabed with a certain person that has ties with certain other people that wanted to destroy him because they couldn't control him. Found a way to relinquish the masters. Whoosh, no pun intended. But at the end of the day, DDG was cracking that shit again. His music is doing very well. He wouldn't sell his soul. Maybe. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments down below.